Everybody, what's going on? Tonight I'm going to show you how to finish your board without a joiner. It's a big misconception that you need a joiner. It's not true. There's other ways to get things flattened and joined, or flattened and edged. Excuse me. We're going to be using our table saw and our planer. To get started, you need to build yourself a jig. It's real simple, it's just something hard and flat that's truly flat, like melamine. You can get plywood for it as well. You're going to need a stop in the back at the very least. I like to put a stop in the front as well, just as a safe precaution thing. You're going to need a glue gun or some kind of adhesive. CA glue also works. Unfortunately, my CA glue is gelled up and I have to toss it out, so we're going with the glue gun method. You're also going to need some shims, and I don't have those out, so I'm going to go get some. I'll be right back. Okay, so we got some shims now. We have our rough cut, got our glue gun. So what we're going to do is we're going to get set up. We're using this as a flat reference point for going through the planer instead of its own body. As it goes through the planer, it's going to want to rock and move how it's contoured. So you're going to go in, it's going to suck this corner down, and then as it comes through, it's going to come back to this corner and it's going to want to push it down as well, and you're not going to end up with a flat board. You need to have this bottom as a flat reference so your board will get truly flat. So what I like to do is I like to come back here, find the butt of it, find the worst of it. And I like to try to put the worst on top and the least amount of shimming on the bottom. What that'll do is it's just less work that way. So put your shims in. We're pretty good there. These are just wood shims, so all I do is put pressure down, I snap it off, toss it to the side. Our heat gun should be ready. So what we're going to do with the heat gun, we're going to just stick a bead here and here to get, and probably on the outside of here, just to make sure that our shim is not going to vibrate out of place as our piece is going through the machine. The glue gun's not going to ruin your workpiece. It comes off very easily. It comes off of melamine pretty easily as well, so I don't mind using it on here. So we're going to give that a quick second to set up, and we're going to head over to the planer. Okay, I'm a little ahead of myself. I probably should explain why we're doing this. We need a flat face, a solid flat face, so we can run it through the table saw to get a nice 90-degree corner off of our edge, so we can flip it around, get a nice straight cut on the other side, and also face our bottom side. What we're doing, you saw in my last video, I was milling lumber. I was using my joiner, but there's a lot of people out there that can't afford a joiner because they're so expensive. If you don't own one, a floor model or a bench top, this is a way you can go about milling your rough cut. So, shall we begin? Now, to show you more detail in how this works, I'm going to mark up our face. And with each pass, you're going to see different parts of these lines disappear. Make it real obvious. Go a little excessive just for video's sake. And it's kind of appealing to the eye as it goes through the planer and you start seeing this becoming beautiful and clean, and you can see the wood grain a lot more clearer. You can see the colors pop much more. So the rough cut, that's exactly it. It's rough. So, all right, let's go to the joiner, or to the planer. One of them, planer, yeah. All right, let's get this done. Alright, since we now have this face nice and flat and finished, we're going to go ahead and run it through the planer without the sled on this side, so we have two nice flat edges, so we can go ahead and, or faces, so we can take care of our edges and get them 90 degrees. Alright, now that we had nice two clean faces, we got to move to the table saw for our next part, which will be getting our edges down. Okay, the first thing we want to do is check for squareness of our blade. I like to use a machinist square. You can also use a regular square. Johnson had this nice set. You got both together in one set. I think it was like 15 bucks or something like that at Lowe's a couple years ago. But I like to use a machinist square nowadays, especially with this saw, because it fits in between my teeth. It's not protruding way up. I can raise my blade fully and get an accurate measurement to see how square my blade is to my table. And looks like we're really good on it, so I'm gonna go with it. Make sure when you put your square in, if I didn't say it before, in between your teeth, you want to make sure you catch all of the blade. The tooth is wider than your actual blade, so if you hit that, that's going to put you out of square, and you're not getting an accurate reading how your blade is to your table. So anyways, let's move on to actually getting a nice clean edge. So there's a couple of ways you can do this. You can build yourself a jig, just nice and flat. I have this backstop here because I was doing some angle cuts with it, but normally you would have a solid piece that comes through the back so the board can't come back at you. And then you can use your miter slot of your table saw while placing your material on top of this and securing it, and run it through for your nice clean edge that way. Tonight, what we're going to do is we're going to use a straight edge against the fence with our board. A lot of people have levels at home, so it's easy. This is a quick, easy thing. You don't have to build a jig. It's nice and flat and straight. They're pretty easy to handle, so while you're trying to do this. So what you want to do is get yourself nice and flat against your fence, and you want to make sure your straight edge is also moving with your wood at the same time. Because what we're doing is we're referencing the fence off of our straight edge to the wood for our straight cut. So, and this is how you can get around not having a joiner. So I'll show you how it works. We'll start there. All right, let's get started. First things first, safety gear. Don't want to take a chip to the eye. Now this can be a little awkward sometimes. Just go nice and slow, don't rush it. Now if my tools are accurate, if I put a combination square to this, it should be square. There you have it. Nice and square. Now all you have to do is take your nice clean edge now that you have, and clean up your other side. Your other side, all you really have to do is, depending on the severity of what your rough edge looks like, you can go through and just take a half a blade off of it and get as much dimensional out of it as you can. That's all you really gotta do. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Rough cut into a nice dimensional beautiful piece of ash. Thanks for tuning in. If you liked what you saw today, please hit that like and subscribe button. Also, please hit that notification bell so you get notified when I post more videos. Thanks for tuning in. Check this one out.